What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV, aka Darth Apocalypse. All right, so before I get into this video, shout out to the brother Eric Bennett for showing love with a donation to the channel via the Cash App. Salute to you for showing love once again. So, LeBron fans are taking umbrage with the term super team being used for him joining the Sixer squad. You know, they're saying that, oh, nobody was saying that this was a super team before LeBron joined it. So they're trying to say, oh, so this is just proving that Jordan fans are just always going to say any team LeBron joins is a super team. Oh, it's just a narrative being put out there to dismantle the legacy of LeBron, and there's just really not a super team and all this BS.
Jordan fans, stop saying LeBron joined a super team. LeBron joined a team that has not won shit. This team was not a super team until he joined. Whenever Jaylen Brown joined, everybody said they were maybe contenders. They were going to be better than they were before, but the Knicks were still going to be the favorites. They had to It became a super team when he joined. This is not Kevin Durant to the Warriors. The Warriors had already won a title, had already won 73 games, and they beat Kevin Durant. Y'all continuously tried to say that LeBron joins super teams. The Miami Heat was not a super team until he joined. You take him off, Chris Bosh and Wade are not a super team. Take him off of the Cavs, Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving are not a super team. You take him off the Lakers and just leave Anthony Davis and the rest of the Lakers, that's not a super team. He makes teams a super team. Think about that. 42 years old, and he is what tilted the scales in the NBA. With that being said, this is a super team. So whenever y'all are creating these narratives, that even though LeBron is with this team, y'all are still picking him to lose. So when he wins, don't try to switch your narrative to, of course he won, he's with a super team.
These guys are such disingenuous liars, man. Number one, when it came to Miami, let's not forget that with Wade as the main guy, without Bosh and LeBron, they won 46 games. They won 46 games. I forget which seed they were. They may have been the 8th seed or the 7th seed, but they won 46 games. I remember they lost in that first round series to Boston. So if you add Bosh, who's just coming off a 24-10 season with the Toronto Raptors, if you just add Chris Bosh, they're a really good team. Now all of a sudden they're elevated to being maybe a team that wins 55, 56 games. Maybe a team that is top 3 in the East. Then you add LeBron James in his prime. Yes, that's a super team. We've never said that LeBron James sucks. At least I don't. Never said that. We just say he's not the GOAT. Of course he was a great player in his prime. But it's all the antics and all the other stuff that he does, which has gotten worse as he's aged, which brings him down historically, in my opinion. Plus, you know, the fact that it's almost a certainty that he uses PEDs, but, you know, we can't talk about that in a sustained manner on YouTube. Then you talk about the Cavaliers. You say that Kyrie and Kevin Love are not a super team, but you forget that Kevin Love was averaging 26 points and 14 rebounds with the Minnesota Timberwolves before he joined the Cavaliers and had to play third fiddle to Kyrie and LeBron. And this is LeBron still at the apex of his powers with Cleveland. So without LeBron there, they are a playoff team. LeBron at his apex makes them a super team. Absolutely. He does. I don't remember Dickie Simpkins or Randy Brown dropping 34 points in a quarter like Kevin Love did with the Cavaliers. You know what I'm saying? But Then you talk about the Lakers. You say Anthony Davis, but he also had on those squads guys like Carmelo Anthony. He had Russell Westbrook. He played with Rajon Rondo for a couple of years. What do you call that? Then later on, of course, he had Luka Doncic. He had Austin Reeves, who should have been an all-star this year, or for the injuries and the media manipulation on his career. A former defensive player of the year, Marcus Smart. Luke Kennard, who could shoot the lights out. What do you call it? This Sixers team, before LeBron got there, is not the same team that played this season. It's not the same team. First of all, let's not forget that this Sixers squad came up for a 3-1 deficit to defeat a Celtic team that won a championship 2 years ago. Now, while they did lose, I believe, to the New York Knicks in the semis, they overachieved this year. And then they had a very lopsided trade in Philly's favor where you traded Paul George for Jaylen Brown, who was a top 5 or so MVP candidate. So, of course, knowing how the team is situated, we also have to remember that also what affected Philly's loss to the New York Knicks is the unavailability of Joel Embiid. If Joel Embiid could get healthy, even if he's not the same Joel Embiid from 2 or 3 years ago, if this is a Joel Embiid that can just give you 25 and 10, not 35 and 12, but 25 and 10 on a consistent basis, they're a fucking super team. And then you add LeBron James, yes, they're a super team. Now don't get twisted. LeBron's only going to be at best the 4th option on this team. This isn't the same LeBron, absolutely. But he's still good enough to have an impact. And you guys need to make up your goddamn minds anyway. Because one minute, y'all want us to say, oh, well, you guys say that he's in his prime as joining a super team, but he's 42. So what are you guys saying? But then you want us to praise to the heavens him putting up 28, 29 points a game against the depleted Rockets team. Then all of a sudden, when it benefits your narrative, now all of a sudden he is in his prime. So which one is it on y'all end? At the end of the day, the motherfucker didn't play with super team galore, man. I named yesterday 40 motherfuckers, just about. Almost 40 people that this guy's played with that have been selected at least once to an all-star game. Almost 40 people who've been selected at least once to an all-star game, compared to just 11 for Michael Jordan. And technically 12 if you count Tony Kukoc's European all-star selections. So that's 12 to 40. Get out of here, man. This dude been playing with nothing but help. Now they just signed 2-time NBA champion KCP, who's only 33 years old, a guy that can shoot the rock from outside and play great defense. So it is what it is, man. Tell what you guys think, man. These guys are just clowns, man.